It's a macro strategy. Let's get it, huh? Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro strategy. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Thanks for coming through today. It's a macro mindset channel. We're thinking big picture. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment. Now, let's turn it up a notch. It's a macro strategy. It's a macro strategy. We in this crypto space. Kick back, get a snack in a cold case. We are here for the macro, the long race. DeFi, GameFi, and the right games. We are here for the tech and the price games. This is blockchain. This is our lane. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro strategy every day. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Yeah. Now let's go now. Yeah. Now let's go now. Bring it back for me one time. Bring it back for me two times. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro strategy. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Now welcome to the trade room, y'all. Now welcome to the trade room, y'all. It's a macro strategy. Welcome to the trade room, y'all. Thanks for coming again, guys. I'm gonna catch ya on the other side. Deuce.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another macro Saturday. Checking in on the markets, playing some crypto games, talking macroeconomics, macro sentiment. It's a pretty chill Saturday, on the northeastern side, the weather's getting warmer. It's the middle of baseball season, basketball playoffs. I'll be getting ready to go watch the Boston Celtics play the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're going to run through what we have lined up for today. So we're going to run through a good bit of everything. But what we're tapping in today, and let me go ahead and share my screen. What we're tapping in today is market strength or weakness. For a good bit of time, I've always said some things are strong, some things are weak, and really that's where we currently are. And when the market is down, you'll see some things that have strength even in the overall weakness of the market. And you'll see some things really and truly completely break down. And we're seeing that in the meme coins as well. So we're going to chat about that. What do we have lined up for today? Well, market conditions. Will 58K Bitcoin hold? We've been tracking that on the charts for a while. We'll tap in. We'll check in quickly on the Jewelers Joust champion. We did have a champion there. Backwoods, right? The Solana ecosystem. I haven't tapped into greatly into the Solana ecosystem because when you talk about layer ones, I didn't want to hold a bunch of layer ones. I chose Avalanche as my layer one. But what's going on in the Solana ecosystem, and what is the Jewelers Guild Discord tapping into when it comes to layer ones, i.e. Solana? Still going for that Dread Knight. So gonna do a Dread Knight Dark Summon. Still go for it. Haven't gotten one in about 8 months, but that's okay. We're gonna just hang out, chill, do a Berserker Void Hunt, look at some of the skills in there. And through the market conditions, we're still going to be talking about exit strategy because that's where we are right now. We're anticipating another impulse, big run from Bitcoin. With that in mind, the market does not go up forever. So we are going to talk. We're gonna talk exit strategy. Shout out real quick to Worm. Worm, thanks for popping in today. Worm is everywhere, and you know, I've put my alerts on Worm's X or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, and then I've also put my alerts on YouTube for Worm because I just he's such a beast at DeFi Kingdoms that I have to catch more of his content. So shout out to you, Worm. Worm also partook in the Jewelers Joust. You know, he's the honorable Jewelers nemesis, and he plays it well. So shout out to Worm. So you know, as we spoke about today, we are going to be looking at will 58 Bitcoin hold, but we're going to start off right off the bat with some fireworks with going after this dread night before we look into the charts, right? And before we do all of that, as you guys know, I am part of the Jewelers Guild. And speaking of the Jewelers Joust, that Worm came into the championship round. And in the championship round, there was only two contestants left. If you want to know what the finals ended up looking like, you can tap into this stream here on the Jewelers YouTube, where we did some commentating and displayed who the winner ended up being. You can catch that stream there. You know, with duels, it's in preparation for PvP, uh, and there were some times where it got intense. Right, so check that out with the Jewelers YouTube for what those results were, and just Mega is just a savage, dropping content after content. Backwoods, which we'll talk about as well. He put out some information on that. Um, Heading over to Donate Live. As you guys know, Donate Live is a third party tool that really aids streamers in being able to get donations. I think that's pretty awesome. And I think my last stream I put the wrong link. But you know, shout out to them. And dude, Zen gave me like 10,000 gold with a message the Jewelers rule a while back. So always want to shout out Donate Live and what they're doing on their end. So like I said, we're gonna set this thing off and just you know tap into DeFi Kingdoms that we love using, and tap into a freaking Dread Knight attempt, right? A freaking Dread Knight attempt. And shout out to the chat if you just popped in here. We have the filthiest of McNasties, Sergeant here. Dags, what up, what up? Worm says, haven't been paying attention to Metis or Torch. What's going on there? Yeah, we're going to tap into that. I'm going to tap into, as you know, on my end, what the chart of Metis looks like. Because we saw the high, and from when we saw the high, with my analysis, we were anticipating some downside. So we'll tap into that and see what's going on there. Now, shout out to J Dub. Now we've had a little bit of a theme this week where the jewelers stay hot, man. Jewelers been landing a bunch of equipment, winning a bunch of raffles. It's always good to see your people win. And J Dub has been one of them. Worm says, I can't talk about just still too fresh. I know, man. I mean, you almost came in and completely ran us out of our own competition. And that's what we want to see, right? We want to see some competition. Scalar in the mother effing building. What up, dude? Dags, yeah. And then Dag says, "I'll be in and out until my stream. My wife owns me until 9:30." Yeah, no problem, Dags. No problem, Dags. My wife, she took on her side hustle. So she's in the serving world. So she's serving right now. So let me just run through quickly what we'll be addressing tonight. Market conditions. Will 58 BTC hold? Is alt season around the corner? We'll talk about that. We just spoke about the Jewelers Joust. Go check out the Jewelers YouTube to see who won the championship. Worm was one of the individuals in the championship round. We're gonna look at Backwoods, Leaf, just how to qualify for an airdrop by just playing the game and inviting your friends. We're about to do the Dread Knight Dark Summon. My gosh, I've been going for this. And speaking of Sarge, I've seen Sarge all of a sudden, the last 4 months or so, Sarge has been going for some pretty dope summons. I mean, he wasn't doing it before, and all of a sudden he's putting out some bangers, and he's like, "Oh, is this good enough?" And I'm looking at Resurrection and Stun combined on an advanced hero. Like, dude, what have you been up to? I'm gonna try out the Berserker. I have a Berserker. I dark summoned 2 Berserkers and leveled them up. We're gonna try it out, and we're gonna talk about exit strategy. So again, just going over what we have lined up. But for now, we're gonna just go ahead. We're gonna go for this dark summon. Because when you're in DeFi Kingdoms, you're always that may be a problem for you, right? Because you're setting yourself up. If not for the long term, you're setting yourself up for at least this bull market, right? So I'm gonna show off my one and only Dread Knight. Stop it. Where's my Dread Knight? Show me my Dread Knight. Whoa. Why is it not? Oh, okay. I'm in a I'm in a random section here. This is my one and only Dread Knight here. And I mean the euphoria you get when you first summon a Dread Knight is just remarkable. And that's what I got 8 months ago when I summoned this Dread Knight. And it was a level, what was it, a level 10? Or yeah, it was a level 9 or a level 10, 2 level 10s, Dragoon and Sages put together. So like he's cool and all, but I would like to have at least 5 Dread Knights, right? He has a Fortune Stone, so the luck has been building up pretty decently. He has one advanced active one skill. And 41 strength, we know how important dexterity is. So I like that has a +2 on it. And obviously with the Fortune Stone, he's been building out pretty decently. So he's cool and all, but what I need here is at least 4 more Dread Knights because we know that there is another level of hero that we will need to summon to, right? So I need a couple Dread Knights that I can burn away going for that ultimate hero. So I have some Sages, I have some Dragoons that I will never, ever burn or let go of. But we're going to make this Dread attempt before we jump into the charts. I believe, yes, this is one of my guys here. And we're going to go ahead and get our Dragoon popping here. Now, it's been a great disappointment. Okay, a great disappointment. So, I'm going for a Dread Knight Warrior just to keep it in the family. We're combining leadership and efficient here to try to advance. And if we go ahead and look at ADFK, shout out to the ADFK guild. What we're going for is a Dark Knight, a Dark Knight Warrior. We'd love to be able to level up from rare to legendary to mythic. And we're looking to get a nice Giant Slayer on that Dread Knight. If we can advance to Hardened Shield, a couple Hardened Shields, that'd be awesome. But that is what we're looking at, right? So without further ado, we're just gonna go for it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna throw a finesse stone on it because I just find dexterity to be really important. You don't want to have a beast of a Dread Knight and and not be able to get any hits, right? That's kind of trash. So we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna pop open this White Claw because we're going to be watching. We're gonna be Hey, what's going on here? We're gonna be watching game three of Boston Celtics versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I'm pretty ecstatic for that. Um, and we'll run through the stream in about the next 50 to 60 minutes or so. So just get a little bit of gameplay in here before we look at the charts. I'm gonna hit you guys with a little bit of maintenance, let you guys see the kind of maintenance that I've been doing here before we go ahead and tap into the charts. Guys, let me know. I mean, next 2 weeks, are you bullish or bearish on the price action of Bitcoin? I put a poll out on my Twitter, and I'm going to begin this dark summon here, and I'm going to prep that before we tap into the charts. But yeah, let's get this approval here, man. MetaMask, and let's see, man. Maybe this is my lucky weekend, right? Will I get a dreadnought or will I be rugged again? I figure if I'm going to go for these dreadnought attempts, maybe I get a little bit more luck if I have the chats in here with me. All right, cool. A few more seconds. We're gonna get this popping, and we're also gonna end up doing a boar hunt tonight with the Berserker. Have you guys been using the Berserker? I know a couple guys in the Jewelers Guild have been using the Berserker, and we've gotten a few reviews. I'm gonna find out today. I don't even know what skill I'm gonna put together. I don't know if it's gonna be a 1-2-1-2. I have no clue. Let's see what I get. Let's see. Mythic Fives. Shout out to the Mythic Squad. Mythic Fives. Oh no, not another Sage. Okay, it's a rare Sage. Okay. Oh, oh. Well, oh. Jeez, the rugged 10. No Giant Slayer, no advanced traits. Deathmark, Duelist, Headstrong. I mean, this guy may be due for the pits, man. This guy may be due for the pits. Okay, so that was our Dread Knight attempt. Okay, we will be back. We will be back and we will try out. We will try this out again. All right. We have El Basso in the building. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's the first time I've seen you pop in. What's up? Shout out to you. Jeweler, stay hot, but not for this. Not for this. Dax says, I've used Berserker once since release. Been super busy. Oh, I feel you on that for sure. I feel you on that. Between summer and halfway through the year, going from quarter 2 to quarter 3, I've noticed a lot of us have been pretty busy. So, all right, that's it for the Dread Knight summon. We'll come back. We're going to come back to DeFi Kingdoms. And let me actually switch my account here and show you my Berserker before we move on to taking a look at Bitcoin. My little sexy Berserker that I put together that I will be using. And let's head over to the tavern. Okay, let's pull up the Berserker. Let's see here, Berserker. Yeah, this is my Berserker, and I did not want to put a Gore Axe on him. I did not want to put a Gore Axe on him. Wanted to just kind of use him as is. So we'll come back to that. But tapping into the chat here, Skilla says it's crazy the amount of heroes being burned nowadays. Yeah, you gotta love the Dark Summoner. I mean, like, come on. it's a great chance to get what you want to get. And hey, we're willing to burn our heroes. Like literally just burn two. The one that was created is gonna go right back to the pit with a pair that I'll find for it, and that's helping with the inflation. I mean, what more can you ask for, right? We have certain inflation problems, and hopefully at some point we start burning more heroes than we're summoning. Digital sleep aid, what's up? What's up? Listen, you missed my dread uh, attempt rug. Okay, just got rugged. It's okay. It happens, right? I know someone who's burned 60 dreads. Who is this insane person, and why? Why? For as many sages and dragoons that I've burned, I feel like I probably could have purchased at least 6 to 7 dread knights. I probably could have, and you know what? That may be the next thing that I go for is to try to sweep the common floor for dread knights. And just really quickly before we move on, I want to see what the dread knight floor looks like right now. And yeah, it's about 5,000. It's about 5,000 crystal, for Dread Knight. So that may be my next strategy. My next strategy may be, hey, just buy the Dread Knight floor and try to, scale from there, right? That may be what I have to go for now because it's been 8 months. It has literally been 8 months since I got the Dread Knight, and I have burned a ton of sages, a ton of dragoons, and we'll see. We'll see. I wonder what everybody else's strategy is, for going for these dread knights, right? Skiller says most people know who it is, but I don't want to put them on all black. Is it beef? Okay, if it's not beef, there's another mythic. There's another mythic squad guy that I recently saw. Kind of going hard body. Oh, this is gonna kill me if I don't remember this. Maybe it'll come to me, but obviously that person is in Mythic Squad. That person is no place else other than Mythic Squad. So we're gonna tap back into DeFi Kingdoms because we're going to use the Berserker within the Void Hunt. But for now, let's tap into market conditions, right? Will 58 Bitcoin hold is alt season around the corner? Because for where we are all at now, we have bags, right? We love the space. We're in the space. We're here for this bull run. We're probably here for the next 2 or 3 bull runs, right? We've been tracking Bitcoin. Bitcoin made a great move, right? A great move, especially from this 25K area. If you have been following my channel at all, we know with this correction that happened here, we were steadfast that we are due to see Bitcoin make an impulsive move out of here. And we've seen that. We've seen Bitcoin get to its all-time high, and we've seen this downtrend, which has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of this downtrend, and we've had multiple runs to test this all-time high area, and it's been rejected every single time. And for the last 9 weeks, we've been talking about what we're seeing here, what we're anticipating, and what we need to see to get through this correction. We've spoken numerous times about, we've spoken numerous times about this descending wedge. You can call it a descending wedge. You can call it, I know Asem, which a lot of us follow on X/Twitter. He's been calling for a pennant, which a pennant and a descending wedge. Yeah, they're kind of similar, right? So a lot of us on the charts have been seeing the same thing. And what I've been tracking is this descending wedge. And so I have a channel, right? This channel is not the descending wedge. A descending wedge would look more like a triangle, but And actually, what we're seeing now really goes to the descending wedge, right? So instead of what we're seeing here, which is this channel, right, which is what I've been really drawing here, even when we started getting this push, I expected a downturn. What we now can confirm, right? We can change this channel. We can now change this channel, and really, what we're seeing now is that descending wedge, and it's actually really bullish to see this descending wedge, right? It's hard to do charts because people will call you out and say you are wrong and whatever the case may be. But since our all-time high, we've been tracking this channel, and we can now confirm this descending wedge, right? And what do you normally see in a descending wedge is about a 5 count wave. And what we're anticipating now is, to answer the question, yes, I do believe that 58K is going to hold for Bitcoin. And why are we looking at Bitcoin? Not because we're buying Bitcoin, not because we're holding Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is the leading indicator for the rest of the market. And so, yes, I still think we do have a little bit more downside, but I expect 58K to hold, right? Even if it has to kind of channel through here. And I expect the impulse, okay, the impulse from Bitcoin out of this descending wedge, and no less than 100K, no less than 100K. That just point blank period. That's kind of what we're anticipating here. And I believe at 92K is a lot of traffic, possibly a rejection back down to retest the all-time high, or just to kind of consolidate here before liftoff. And really, once we get to that 100K level, now you're playing a dangerous game. I'm still in my opinion, that the end of 2024 is the top of the market. Now, things may change based upon what we're seeing in the charts. I think we're about to go gangbusters, balls to the wall. The next 6 months is going to look crazy. Meme coins will come back. The market is going to be bullish. Those who are saying that we're going to crash and the stock market is going to crash and inflation is too high and all that, we're going to get so many bulls back into the market. But between 92K and about 120K, dangerous area. I believe that will be nearing the top of the market. I will be getting ready to exit, just like how when Jewel made its impulse, and started going towards that 74K area, I stated that that was practice, right? That was practice for when? For when the top of the market comes, where everybody will be telling you, you're stupid, you're crazy for selling. But when you track these impulses, me and quite frankly, that's where I'll be selling on this next impulse. So before I kind of move on to some of these other assets that we're looking at, let's tap into the chat here. Hold on. I think Skiller might have Mosh and Beeve are getting up there too. So it's not Mosh and Beeve who are doing these Dread Knight summons. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find out who's going crazy, because I may want to follow their strategy and how they're doing it, right? If they're burning dreads, am I doing a wrong thing by burning sages and dragoons to try to get this? I may need to change my strategy, right? So I might need to get some info from you. Dax is 100K. You called that bullish? Yes. I mean, from our lows of 15K, 100K is about a 6x, right? And for Bitcoin, that's astronomical, right? That's astronomical. Best case scenario, as you guys can see on my chart, is 216K. But I highly doubt that we get there for Bitcoin. There's a theory of diminishing returns, and diminishing returns are, over the years, you get less percentage highs from an asset class or from an asset. And Bitcoin has showed that every 4 years the returns diminish, but the stability holds, right? So you're exchanging stability for diminishing returns. So that's my bit of insight to that. Dax says love him or hate him, but rumors has it that Trump is accepting crypto donations. Oh yeah, I mean Trump, he did what? He did his Trump. He did his Trump. What was it called? NFTs, which he saw do really well, and that started changing his purview of crypto. And he's also seeing a lot of chatter with crypto. He's seen the Biden administration go anti-crypto, and so Trump is smart. He's going to latch on to whatever trend is anti the Biden administration. Um, and I listen. I don't mean to be controversial, but I'm a fan of Trump. Okay. Um, Maybe this is the first time you guys are hearing me say this. I'm probably going to vote for Trump. And this is not an emotional decision. This is a decision based on understanding his business acumen, understanding that I don't agree with some of the things that the Biden administration has been doing. And also, too, when Trump is in office, the stock market and the markets in general do better. It's a little bit of a selfish take from my end, but it is what it is. That's how I feel. Dax says diminishing returns are important and giving too. For example, at what point are you wasting points by putting more points in decks? Only need it so high for level 100 heroes. That's a very good point. It's a very good point. I see how important Dex is. Let's say for the first 20 levels here, right? But it may not be something you need to include moving forward. But it may be sensible to include Dex early on. Dax says, I would like you to have a president. I like to have a president younger than 70. I think that'll happen in America. I think that'll happen in America where we get a younger president, because I mean, even seeing what's currently happening with Biden and just, I mean, dude, he's reading off of cards and reading the cues that are coming off of these cards. I mean, it's a little troubling. Okay, not a little. It's a lot troubling to see. So yeah, that's my take on Bitcoin. I think that there could be a little bit more downside, but now when you talk about probability, the upside is so much higher. So I'm a buyer, not of Bitcoin, but of altcoins in this current market, dollar cost averaging, and having to make some tough decisions because I've burned through so much jewel that I gotta find a way to get some jewel back, and I have to make some decisions with some of these projects, that we're looking at, whether it's Backwoods, Spellborn, the Solana ecosystem. And speaking of Solana, right, we've done a lot of tracking of AVAX because it's my layer one of choice. But looking at Solana, I think Solana is actually getting ready to head back up to higher prices. And we haven't charted Solana a lot, but because we're now in some of the Solana ecosystems, i.e. Backwoods and the Leaf token that will be coming out, Solana is clearing up this correction here. It's pretty clear to see based on RSI. The RSI has now cooled off. And I think we have $1,000 Solana on the way. The next leg for Solana, after it gets through its all-time high here, which is about $263, the next high for Solana is $422. But based upon just how it has captured the market, I think Solana is due. The max high that I have for Solana here, based upon the Fibonacci retracements, is $1,092. That could be very wall in store, right? So $422 is the next leg. $678 is the next leg. $933 is the next leg, and then $1,000. So what does that say for something like AVAX? Well, we've been talking about AVAX for quite some time, and you guys can see, we expected some downside action, even though we were getting this recovery. The bull market support for AVAX is $21, even though now I no longer believe that it is going to go to $21. And the ultimate, well, not the ultimate upside, the previous all-time high for AVAX was $148, and I think that AVAX easily gets to $224. Now, that is a good sign for the DeFi Kingdom's ecosystem because Jewel moves as AVAX moves, right? People ask all the time when Jewel moves as AVAX moves, right? So Dag says $1,000. I mean, yes, because if we're just strictly talking mathematics based upon Fibonacci movements, Fibonacci retracements, you know, I had a choice: buy AVAX because you're in a DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem, buy Solana because it's undersold and it has some upside, and I chose AVAX, and I'm still kind of upset about that because from this $8 region, it's been a massive run, right? At its highest, a 2,500% run, which has been amazing to see. Now, based upon the Fibonacci retracements, easy, Solana hits $678. But that $1,000 is a full Fibonacci mathematical retracement. That's very possible for Solana, especially seeing the weekly RSI, cool off here. When you look at the monthly, like what more can I say? It's held really strong at that 105 area. And this is, it could easily do this in 2 months. It could easily go to $1,000 with 2 very strong monthly candles, 3 very strong monthly candles, as we see here. So, yeah, it could sound crazy, but I would love to see that happen because guess what that means? AVAX as a layer 1 also gets where it needs to, which is $250 or higher. And if we see that, what does that mean for Jewel? Well, for Jewel, we have stated over and over and over that what we don't want to see is we don't want to see Jewel break below 11 cents, right? Why? Because the 11 cents region is the historical low in 2022. We want to hold that as support. Now, we do have some more lows here, which we created lower lows, but if 11 cents can hold for Jewel, the sky is the limit. And as long as that can hold, we can come back into a bull market support area here. And then we're looking at a retest of the 73, 74 cent area. And there is nothing stopping Jewel after that. Literally nothing. No resistance till about $3.51. And so every single time I get paid and I have a decision to make, I find myself doing other things, looking at the fact that we are expecting Bitcoin to finish its corrective period and to start making some aggressive moves up, looking at the fact that we're expecting the top of the market to be around the end of this year from October to December. Personal opinion, not financial advice. I think that Jewel is getting ready to make its way up out of here. And so I'm licking my lips to just try to accumulate more Jewel at this 11 cent region. Now, with the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem, is Jewel the only thing that I'm looking to accumulate? Hell to the F no, right? I'm looking at Cock Inu, all right, in the AVAX space. That's my meme coin of choice that I've been accumulating into. We're looking at Honk, all right? Honk for me, some people have been scared by this downwards price action where Honk is down as much as 80% from its highs back in December. But I'm just looking at this as a really juicy opportunity to accumulate some Honk based upon this monthly candle, all right, based upon its monthly candle for honk. 28 cents to 22-cent area is a great accumulation area for honk, at least for me, if I am choosing some meme coins to play with. Shout out to Beef. Hey Beef, Skiller said that you've been burning some dreads, and I, I'm so overdue to have Beef come on, and because a lot of what I do now in dark summoning dragoons and sages were a lot of the advice that Beef gave me, right? And so I took a lot of those lessons and have put it to work, but I'm so overdue with having Beef come in and show me some of the things to consider if I'm going to continue to have this quest to get another Dread Knight. So I'll be working on that. Dax says Trade is looking to move into the real Degen set. I really am. I really am, because that's what it takes to get some of these, dope ass heroes. So I'm ready. I'm ready to be a Degen. So yeah, when it comes to meme coins, Cock Inu on the AVAX platform and Honk on DeFi Kingdoms are my two meme coins of choice. Obviously, we know we have Bloater, but the inflation on Bloater is just way too much, way too much. We have Moksha Room back at 45 cents. If you've been looking to level your heroes, it's a good place to grab some Moksha Rooms. Now, we spoke about market strength or weakness. There are some things that are strong. There are some things that are weak. Okay. Solana is strong as a layer one. AVAX is strong as a layer one. Jewel right now is weak. But within the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem, Swift Tissel has been one of the strongest moving assets within the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem. And from its lows, Swift Tissel went up as high as, let me adjust this thing. Swift Tissel from its lows, all right, and let me just adjust this here. All right, about 130 days. That's what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. It's about 7 months. 7 months. Okay, you're not seeing this is not happening over a 30-day. 7 months, okay, of Swift Tissel from its lows having a 1,169% run at its highs, and it's cooled off a bit. Right now, it's about a 900% run for Swift Tissel, but I've been a big follower of Swift Tissel, and the upside is not over. If you've been following my channel, okay, you know that I've been a big bull of Swift Tissel. We spoke about this general area that's just the clotted up area that Swift Tissel needs to work through. And once it's able to clear this area, we've been anticipating a run to 14 cents. We've been anticipating this run to 14 cents since January of 2024, and we've almost completed that run. From there, in my opinion, not financial advice, Swift Tissel from its current area is still due for a 6x to about 60 cents. We know that the Stone Carver showed up recently, and more stamina pods and stuff is being created with the Swift Tissel, and there are less people in Sarandale. So as of right now, the only two deflationary items, tokens in DeFi Kingdoms are Jewel and, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Swift Tissel. If I go over to Token Factory, okay, if I go over to Token Factory, let's see if I can pull it up here. If you guys think I'm crazy, if I go over to Token Factory, and let me share this, and let's go to inventory items. If we look at Swift Tissel, okay, supply since February has been going down. Okay, everything else has been going up. Okay, let's take a look at something like what's everybody familiar with? I mean, these items are just so inflationary, it's crazy. freaking Amberfly. I mean, look at this, 18 million, right? 18 million. Swift Thistle, the supply of Swift Thistle is only about, it was 600K. It's now dipped to, it was over 600K. It's now dipped to 600K itself. The only other currency, the only other thing that is deflationary has been Jewel. As you guys can see, that Jewel has been deflationary, but it's over 120 million still, right? And the burning will continue to happen. But if you look at something like Crystal, which, you know, the announcement was Crystal has been now deflationary, but the supply is still 160 million. It has not started its deflationary trend. So just a quick little sum that I want to show you guys why I'm so bullish on Swift Thistle. You know, guys, believe me or not, I'm very bullish on Swift Thistle, right? Tapping into the chat really quickly. Oh, TuneFed's in the building. TuneFed, we just went over Honk, man. We went over the monthly chart for Honk, 20 to 22 cents. I said, licking my lips, that the ratio between Jewel and Honk has leveled out. Now I get more Honk when I do my quest for Honk V2, right? So loving the fact that I'm able to accumulate Honk at these prices. So it says, Beef, I told Trade there's someone in Mythic Squad that burns 60. Who is this person? Who is Beezy is a maniac? So it is, no way. It's Beezy? No way. Huh. Okay. Listen, I may need to burn some dreads myself. Toon said needs some new gems. I'll stop by later. How many dreads have I burned? Yeah, how many dreads have you burned, dude? Like, okay. So, again, some things are strong, some things are weak. That's just kind of what I want to leave you guys with right now. And yeah, I mean, when it comes to, even something like Honk, which showed amazing strength, it has gone back to being weak. But when you look at Swift Thistle, my freaking goodness, look at this monthly on Swift Thistle. If you look at this monthly chart on Swift Thistle and don't tell me that this thing is bullish, obviously you may not know technical analysis, but you'd also be smoking crack. Okay, to not tell me that we're looking at Swift Thistle, look at the volume. Volume is going up, RSI is going up, and obviously price chart is going up. Now, it could be that Swift Thistle could correct back to 6-7 cents when the stone carver goes away, but undoubtedly we're due for a run to this 14 cent region. So, that's my viewpoint on that, right? What do we have left for the rest of the night? We're gonna tap back into Berserker Void Hunt, right? I'm gonna try out. The Berserker. And I definitely should hide this because you guys are seeing my bag over here. showing off my bag over here. Let's tap into the chat real quick. I see the chat going off, man. We want to know how many dreads you burned, man. You want to know. Beef says, hope it's nowhere near that. I don't know how many. It's all dude. The fact that you don't even know is a bit concerning in a good way. All right, cool. So we're gonna try the Berserker out, right? What do we have? What do we have left for the night? We're going to try the Berserker. We're gonna look at Backwoods and Leaf because at the jewelers we're always looking at other ecosystems, and that's kind of how we're gonna wrap up the night, right? So when we talk about the Berserker, I'm not super tapped into the codex, but I want to try it out. And as I try it out, I want to get your guys' thoughts. Have you guys tried the Berserker out yet? What are your thoughts on it? I'm going to try it out without a gore axe, even though I do have one. I just want to see what the raw hit points, the raw crits, what we can possibly be seeing from it. And I'm also gonna just do the boar hunts, right? Because I'm not trying to go into a cockfight. I'm not trying to go into a bok fight, not really knowing how to use my berserker that I just dark summoned, um, and get my ass whooped, right? I want to at least get a win, right? So let me go ahead and approve this, and I'm gonna try out the berserker. We're gonna see how I fare. Let's see. So I like using the healers. That's just what I does, and I'm gonna try out my OG priest pirate. I love this priest, man. This guy's a beast. And he's a PJ. You know what I'm saying? I like to do it up with the PJ. Nothing special on the abilities, even though I do like to see cleanse here. It's not even stone, but I love this guy. He's a beast, right? I'm going to go ahead and make my berserker my tank. So what I'll do is I'll throw an archer in here. Let's throw my archer in here that has the bow, and then let's go grab that berserker. And let's see about putting him to work. We'll put him in the front, right? Because naturally that's kind of what I would want, right? And so let's select his abilities. First off, I like to use this divine barrier on my priest when I fight the box. But seeing as how the HP is a little bit low for my berserker, I'll keep the divine barrier here. We're gonna tap in. We're gonna tap in. So, what are these skills, right? You have berserker mushroom, gain X attack. Okay, so it's passive. Uh, okay, for each instance this hero deals damage, gain +1 attack upon minimum. Okay. Jofer Mushroom. For each instance this hero receives damage from an attack or skill gain an attack. Okay, so we see that the first levels are passive, right? So I'm just gonna go with one, just to go with one. Moving on to two, Bearskin. It's also passive. What? It's a lot of passive skills here. Okay. Passive discipline bear gain 20% defense. Okay. Wolf pelt gain 5% evasion. Well, my berserker, his agility is not that great, so I may consider that. Boarhide gain 10% attack. Okay. Well, I want to see what that ultimate move looks like. When we talk about blind rage. Okay, moving on to 3, Bloodlust. Okay, deal X pure damage on this hero where X. Okay, then we have Howl. Target each enemy. Chance to intimidate each target by 20% for 4 turns. Blind Rage. Okay, perform 4 to 8 attacks randomly. Determine deal 0.03 times attack damage to random enemies. I like the sound of that. And the mana cost is not too crazy for that. Moving on to 4, Primal Strength, which is passive, gain 10% attack, while Berserker, this hero gains 20% additional attack. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wolfpack, for each living ally, gain 10% attack. Whenever an ally suffers damage from an enemy attack, 5% chance of this hero to be inflicted with Berserker for 25 ticks. Okay. Whenever an ally dies, this hero becomes inflicted with Berserk for what? And this is Wild Frenzy. Each time this is passive too. So a lot of passive skills here. Each time this hero performs a basic attack action, gain 5 plus 2.0 luck, chance to consume 1 plus 0.5% level MP. Oh, no way. Huh. Wild Frenzy. Perform 3 basic attacks on the enemy target. The damage of each hit is reduced by 30%. That's crazy. So let me ask you guys, before I choose this fourth one, what I mean, what would you guys suggest, right? I have an inkling of kind of what I want. I just want to see how strong this guy can be with the attacks that he does. So Tune Fed, let's see. Tune Fed says Zerkers are fun, pretty crazy, and hilarious. They hit hard though. Beef says Be Easy has more. Skiller has killed a ton of spell bows. We some killers over here. Yeah, man. I feel like the spell bows, there was a lot of hype for them, and the hype has died down a little bit. But I would like some strong spell bows. I picked up a few common ones that I've been just letting my bots level, and I want to dark summon a few of them, right? So, guys, just let me know what you are using on your berserkers. I'll give it about another 30 seconds before I just move forward with the build that I'm putting on my berserker. And I feel like I'm liking the sound of Wolfpack. But you guys can let me know. I mean, if you guys are using something else. So this is what I'm thinking about going with here on my berserker build. I'm just flying in blind at this point. I'm flying all the way in blind at this point. Not a lot of spell. And also, too, I don't have a lot of mana. So one of them was talking about mana. I don't know if it gives me a chance to pull my mana back in or if I was reading it wrong. But one of these mentioned mana. So hey, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let me tap into the chat. Beef says my Elite Plus are pretty dope. I need to replenish some advanced. Yeah, Beef. I'm way overdue. I'm way overdue to have you on. I keep saying that, but I promise. I've been sucking. Okay, so I need another lesson. Skiller says I haven't really messed with the Berserker to be honest. Shit, Skiller, me and you gonna find out. Me and you gonna find out tonight. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna hop right in, man. We're gonna hop right in because I have a healer. I just keep my mana potions here. I think I have TuneFed says I use the same but Wild Frenzy instead on the fourth. Let me tap into that. Let me tap into Wild Frenzy and see why you would have Wild Frenzy. Each time this hero performs a basic attack action, gain 5+ luck, chance to consume 1 plus 0.05. Yeah, the mana points rounded up to perform Wild Frenzy instead. You know what? F it. I'm gonna try that. To see what's up with that. We're just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna pull up Beeves. Comment after I approve this because like Beeve gave me some lessons and I was like, oh, I get it. And I took those lessons into and let's get this thing approved. I took those lessons into my summoning, and I got some really dope paladins. But I just been sucking, dude. I've been sucking on my Dread Knight hunt, and I'm due for that. So we gotta set that up, man, because I've been really ass cheeks, man. I've been ass cheeks. But let's dive into this hunt. This is kind of what we're gonna wrap the night up on. If you're here, thanks for showing up. The weather's getting warmer. It's a nice Saturday. There's a lot of stuff going on. Make sure to put the thumbs up there. Put your alerts on. Put the alarm on my profile if you haven't. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I've had a few weeks that I've had off. But we're gonna kick it back. We're gonna kick it back in a ramp up in the DFK world, and we're gonna go for glory, right? We are gonna go for glory. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what this berserker is all about. I did not put a gore axe on it intentionally because I want to see the raw power. I want to see what the raw power looks like. So my archer always want to kick it off by going after the front boar. Got a little bit of crit in there. Nothing too special. So we have the passive where I gain 12%. And always gonna use the Holy Beacon, just to get some continued healing over time. I think that's important for your tanker, especially if it's not um, high HP to start off with. So I have a bunch of active skills on, and Blind Rage is there, right? But let me just see initially if he hits, right? Because I dark summoned dude and I raised his dexterity up, right? I raised his dexterity up to see if he's gonna be able to make sure that he's able to hit. All right, my archer is doing good damage, so just in case my tanker isn't able to hit, we can get him leveled up there. I'm gonna be petty and just throw a little barrier on. My PJ Priest has a lot of mana, so we're just gonna get a little fancy and throw a little barrier on. And at this point, dealing with the boars is like combat testing grounds, quite honestly. Let's try blind rage. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. What does this look like for a berserker? Oh shit! What was that? Whoa! What a move. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But I saw the team. I saw the DeFi Kingdoms team put out like where the berserker like runs to each of them. Berserker runs to each of them and like hits all of them. I don't know what move that is, but I'd love to I'd love to see him do that. When does that happen? Right? All right, so Mama Boar is getting ready to charge, so I gotta start playing games and put some work into these guys. I'm just gonna keep using the multi shot on this board here. 48, dude. What the what's that? All right, so I want to see. I want to sleep. Oh, I can't use blind range continuously. Oh, it has amnesia for one. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. We'll do a basic attack. Why are there so many passive? And he missed, even though his dexterity is. He missed. So with a 24 dexterity, dude is missing. Okay, all right. Not really anything I need to do with my priest at the current moment. So we're just gonna go ahead and attack. Why are so many passive abilities here for the berserker? It kind of seems weird for a tanker to have all these passive abilities. But we're gonna try that skill again. And we're gonna see how it fares out. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some damage to that middle boar. Just so I can oh no. Well, that means I'm gonna have a slow, drawn out battle here because I wasn't able to do any damage. We'll do a basic attack for now, just because I want to get homeboy out of the way. that's an interesting move, man. That is such an interesting move. We'll throw Holy Beacon back on. Oh, okay. So tapping into the chat, I think Skiller says that that's a level 15 skill. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, I do have a level 13 Berserker that is being leveled up on my botted account. So we'll see how we'll see when I get a Berserker to level 15, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So we did the repeating shot of my archer. I'm going to try to see if the blind rage perform 4 attacks randomly determined, dealing 31 damage to random enemies for each attack. Well, let's see it again. Why so many passive abilities, man? Like what? I'm not really impressed. I'm not impressed, quite honestly. I'm not impressed. right? Am I the only one just not impressed by this move from the Berserker, right? And then these passive abilities. When are you going to activate? Like I'm quite distraught at this moment. You know, like what's happening here? And guys, look, when we finish this hunt, we're gonna tap into backwoods. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of the jewelers playing this game. So okay, so gain 9% on attack. So 9%, I'm getting 9%, and I'm still only hitting 100. This is also gain another 10% that's passive. And then each time a hero performs a basic attack action, 9% chance to consume 6 MP. Okay, so let's see. It's 0 MP, right? So it says when I do this attack, deal damage equal to 100, but it's not doing that damage though. So why are these passive abilities there? You know, it's kind of weird. I want to try the basic attack again. Um, I'm gonna try the basic attack again to see how these. Yeah, let me give my priest a little mana boost here. So I'm not impressed with the Berserker to start off with. You know, maybe if it has an axe, you know, and some of these additional Wild Frenzy. Perform 3 basic attacks on the same target. The damage for each hit reduced by 30. What? What? Wowie. Okay. So there goes the 100. Okay, I see. So you won't get it each time, but yeah. Okay, I see. I see. That's cool. All right. So I'm gonna put an axe on this dude because it's a level 10, and I'd like to include it in boar hunts continuously to level it up to higher levels. So I'm gonna put an axe on this dude. I'm gonna try to get some armor from the Bach hunts on this dude, and we'll see. We'll see what it's doing, you know, at level 11, 12, 13. Hopefully, Wowie and some of these other guys that do detailed breakdowns on. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Is he enraged at this moment? Berserk. Holy shit. Combat gains 20% haste. Oh shit. Hold on. Combat loses 20%. Combat cannot be controlled and will perform basic attacks on his turns. No way. Okay, 80% chance to target random enemy, 20% chance to tag target random ally. Does not stack and duration. Oh, wait a minute. So this is a good and bad thing. Because what if you're not ready to attack the baby boar and it just goes for it? So I get it. So you can't control it. It just starts to go and does its own thing. And that is very interesting. Wow, it targets random enemies. Wow, that is interesting. That is super interesting. Okay, okay. I see. I see. All right. Yeah, okay. Mama Boar, if you get them below, what is it, 50% of their HP, they'll Baby Boar will heal it, whatever. Um, okay. So I get it. He's a berserker. There are some points where he sees red and you can't control him. You just okay. So now he's back. Now he's not Mr. Go Crazy anymore. Um, that was super interesting to see. So I'm gonna avoid Rampage here. Um, I'm gonna avoid that. Let me move my Berserker up, and that was cool. That was cool. I guess that was cool. That was cool to see. You know, um, not the most interesting thing, but Okay, I could see how this could be beneficial. F it. I'm gonna take a rampage. I haven't. You know what? No, no. I'm gonna just. We're gonna bleed this out. We're gonna bleed this out because I want to see. I want to see it in action. Now I wonder how the Berserker is gonna fare in the Bach hunts. With the level 15 skill opened, with the Gore Axe and some armor, I'm sure it's a formidable foe, right? Let's do a basic attack. I'm ready to take a rampage. I'm tired of waiting. Give me the rampage. Give me the rampage. Right? Let me get everybody healed up so I can take the rampage. Uh and we can go for it, right? Shout out to the Jewelers Guild popping in quickly here. Shout out to two noobs. Holla at ya. That gives me an opportunity to go ahead and shout out donate live um, as well. My link is up there if you guys want to, send me a little something. I don't mind at all. Well, shout out to two noobs. So yeah, I took the rampage on. I really didn't feel like waiting for Mama Boar to put his charge on, and my archer has enough mana where I think we'll make quick work of Mama Boar. Let's see here. So I don't have any more mana potions left, so I have to use this sparingly here. But I want to use the Berserker, man. I want to use that skill one more time and see how we do with that. So yeah, I'll give my review of the Berserker. Um, once I finish out this. I did not control that. Wow. Okay. So while you have that passive skill on, if you use the basic attack, at some points you just cannot control what it does. And it's gonna target a random enemy. And very interesting. Okay. Okay. That's cool to see. That's cool to see. So yeah, I'm wondering what some of these other players and streamers are gonna think and say about the Berserker build. Because I'm going in pretty blind. I haven't done much research on the codex. I'm just gonna put him out there and freaking freaking see how he does, right? And after putting him out and seeing how he does, it fits the character of a berserker to be powerful. And oh, I got a void shard. Nice. I got a void shard. And if you guys heard in the AMA, that void shards are going to be for special void hunts, right? So anytime you get a void shard, it's awesome to see. They're not sell. You can't sell them, um, but it's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool to get those and to stack those up. So yeah, my review of the Berserker is that you'll still get some misses, even though you have this theory highlighted. And a lot of passive abilities, and I'm wondering how that's gonna fare out, you know, not only with the void hunts, but with PvP and the Bach hunts as well. But my review is that hey, my guy needs to be stronger, and I need to get him to level 15 in order to open up some of those skills. So that's DFK, right? Duels is active. I'm gonna be doing more duels, down the line. This is a bot account, so these duels are kind of automatic. Right now we have Berserker. Oh, we have Berserker highlighted. Seer Shapeshifter in this round. So to wrap up the stream, I want to move on to one of the other ecosystems that the jewelers we have been partaking in, and that ecosystem is Backwoods. And we just took a look at Solana, AVAX, and the layer ones, and Solana is one of the top movers, one of the ones that is getting the most attention in this space. So we, the jewelers, have shifted into the Solana space, looking at different things, and we're looking to partake in the trending layer one, even though AVAX is in its own league and trending too. So yeah, backwoods is it's a game in the Solana ecosystem. It doesn't require you to buy anything at the current moment. You can connect with your Twitter and your Discord, and I haven't even connected my Solana wallet yet. But you have different invites, right? And a bunch of my invites have been used. You get points from those. Let me refresh my page here to see if anybody else has used my invite link. No, they have not used it yet. Let me switch my stream notes here. And basically, you get points for your invites. You get points for playing. It's pretty simple and easy to go in. I'm going to show you guys, what I've been doing in that realm. And you move your character around. It's a little 2D feature. You battle some of these monsters, and you go from wave 1 all the way to wave 30. And this is the gameplay that they currently have, right? And sorry. There we go. And this is the gameplay that they currently have. And as this ecosystem develops, they're going to drop more games, right? But for now, this is the beta, and I believe that they're actually launching these, and they're going to be $200 accumulated the amount of jewel that I would like to. So trying to throw $200 towards something else. However, super fun. You can just go in there and kind of start doing your thing. And so let's go in here. I'm going to start messing around. I made it as far as level 20. So let's see if I can make it any further, right? Let's see if I can make it any further. And this is kind of what I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up the night with. Take this off here. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So let's head into the game. It's pretty simple. You come in here, you can move around. There's a bunch of stuff that you can kind of switch players to. I'm gonna switch to my guy here. I like using him. So boom, as soon as you go in, get a weapon. Hey, why can I see any? There we go. Like this is very brainless. You stack up points. Oh, what? 40 seconds in each wave? All right, wave one done. Wave one done, right? I have 270 points. Do I want to pick up anything? Maybe some speed, but that's about it, right? I think I can get through these other waves with just the weapon that I have. Let's go. Let's go. Pretty like brainless. You're not having to do much. You don't have to expend monies in here. I'm not the greatest gamer, but like this is cool. This is fun. Uh, okay. Okay. Uh, firearm. I don't like the shotgun. Let me do a reroll. All right, I'll pick up. Ooh, yes. I'll pick up a medieval sword. I don't want the knockback. These first 10 rounds aren't that crazy, so let's rock and roll. Right? And again, why am I playing this game? Well, when you play these rounds, you get an opportunity for an airdrop, right? An airdrop that they will be doing down the line. So are you telling me, oh, I don't have to buy anything? I can just partake for an opportunity at an airdrop? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Wolverine. I like this one. Let's throw in here. Next round, let us go. Bum, 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 bum. So, as somebody who's a non-gamer, to be able to come in here and just start playing, working my way through these rounds, and going for glory, it's pretty awesome. Um, and for me to, I mean, I really enjoy my time here. Oh, she's not. Okay. Good maneuvering. Oh, fuck, I just got hit. I just got hit. You don't want that. You don't want that. All right, so I got over 1,000 gold. Over 1,000 gold. We'll collect. We'll increase our range. And again, all we're doing is stacking gold, stacking weapons, stacking items, and trying to get through each wave. Um, okay, I'll pick this up. I want to preserve and conserve my gold. Oh, I hate these leaves. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I hate these leaves. But they do drop some. They do drop good health potions. Ah, crap. Did not want to do that. Let's go. Beat him up. Beat him up. All right. So 1,400. I guess I'll increase my luck. Let's do a roll. I don't really like what I'm getting. Uh, okay. Let's do this. I want to merge. Okay. Let's merge this. You can merge items or you can merge weapons to increase to leave room for the other weapons that you have. Uh, yeah, let's merge. Um, let's see, because I'm not like Mega where I can just like super multitask at the same time. So let me go over to the chat before I move on to the next round. Hey, what the hell's going on? My StreamYard is moving a teeny bit slow. Uh, whatever. I'm gonna head back to the gameplay here. Yeah, Dags. I'm gonna merge it. All right. Blood Axe is one of my favorites. Okay. I'm glad to know that Blood Axe is one of your favorites. Let's go to the next wave. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like some of these rounds are like breather rounds where they want to give you ample time to kind of stack up with whatever you want to stack up. Like I'm a bitch. Like I hate to stay around. That whole circling thing that Mega does, like, nah, I can't do that. But I will circle a block. I will circle a block a few times. Okay. Uh, Iron Igot. I might want to pick this up. I might want to pick this up. Let's pick it up. Always want to add to my speed. Level 8. I'm definitely gonna get flowers. I think in this one. Okay, level 8. I think level 8 is pretty light actually. So come on. Come on. I hate wasting. Oh, come on. Come on. Not a good round. Not a good round. Very wasteful. Very wasteful. Very wasteful round. I'm gonna need something. Ooh, coal mine. Coal mine. Throw some armor in here. Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay. Throw some luck in there. I gotta do this because definitely flowers are popping up in this one. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. You a bitch. All right. Yo, where those health bells at, dog? Where those health bells at, dog? Shit. Where those health bells at, dog? Where those health bells at, dog? Oh crap. Woo, woo. Um. All right, man. Isn't this a great way to just close out the stream? I'm getting no health bills. Like, what's up with that? Yep, 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 yep. The ones I don't want to see. The guys I don't want to see. The guys I don't like. The guys I don't like. Woo! Wow, wow, wow. Taking way too much damage. Taking way too much damage. Taking way too much damage. Oh, you can see I'm a nervous wreck here. Um, I'm low on life. I'm not getting anything good. One more reroll. Yeah, and the rerolls end up costing more as you do them, right? So because I'm low on life, F it. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go. Oh shit! Is this around the dragon? Oh shit! This is the dragon round. This is the dragon round. Okay. Maybe I can stack some health fails. I need to stack some health, man. Ooh, yo, can I get some health fails, bro? Okay. I guess they won't give me no health fails. I guess they won't give me no health fails. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am looking to be dead pretty soon. Let's get some crit here. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out swinging. Firearm. Oh, let's drop this. Let's sell this. Pick this up. Armor. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We back in his bit. We back in his bit. All right. Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. Nice. Oh, come on. Come on. You can't let that happen, bro. Eat him up. Eat him up. All right. Let's get a little armor. Dude, like seriously. Uh, Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that. Um, do we want to get this engineering or do we want to save this? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. That was not necessary. Sheesh. Well, I need some help. So let's. Sheesh. They are coming for me. They are coming for me. I am running away. They are coming for me. They are coming for me. Okay, wave 12. Bro, did I just see you roll and not take a pocket watch? No, there was a pocket watch, dude. I don't. I don't recall seeing a pocket watch, man. I do not recall seeing a pocket watch. Um, I can't even get this bazooka, dude. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what to do at this moment, man. Dude, there really was a pocket watch? I didn't see that. I did not see that. All right. Damn. Well, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. Damn, there's no potions around me, dude. I'm gonna go down swinging. Jeez, 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 jeez. Oh. Yeah, so I might have caught myself slipping by not taking the pocket watch. For something so simple, it is very entertaining and and it's just fun. Overall, it's just fun to be here chilling, playing a bit of a mindless game, but one that can definitely keep you engaged. So I'm enjoying my time here. And after finishing, oops, let me go ahead and go back to sharing my screen. After finishing this round, right? If I come back here, I had 380 points. I think every 5 levels that you get to, you get points. So I wish I would have been able to get to level 15. But I've broken now the 400. I've broken the 400 mark. So I'm stacking up some points. I got some invites that I've been going through. I have 2 invites left, and I think they refresh after you use your invite. So, jewelers, we're in here. Okay, we're doing our thing. We're having fun, and it's pretty entertaining. Right? It's pretty entertaining. And Dice says you look like a gamer there. Ah, let's go. I'm here. I'm here. So yeah, we are not only in DeFi Kingdoms, we are ever expanding into other ecosystems. Spellborn, Dragon Master, shout out to Zen. And we're gonna continue exploring the crypto blockchain gaming space. So what am I gonna do now for the rest of the night? I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna get ready for my favorite guys, Mega and Dags, in the Jewelers podcast, Jewelers Live, and I'm gonna hunt. I'm gonna duel. I'm gonna get up on this backwoods and have a grand time because that's just what we love to do in this space. So, if you guys came in, thank you for coming in. Thank you for spending this time in here with me. Make sure to put a thumbs up. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to put your alerts on because we're back to our macro Saturdays. And, we will catch you on the next one. Next week, we got some good things coming on board. But this is Trade of the Jewelers Podcast on the macro Saturday. We will see you on the next one.